Stadium. It's week 11 of this college football season, and our coverage on EA Sports continues. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. One of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ballgame. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Martin. Makes it. He smashes his way through again. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
On the move, it's Martin. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. Like, the injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
The run inside. It's Martin. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Keeps it on the bootleg. He'll throw it quickly out to the tight end. Looks as if BYU will have a 1st down.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll get rid of it. Got it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan, and they have a great start on this first drive.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cougars. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Fighting off the defender. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Hansen. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the back. Turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Quarterback will keep it. Could be an alley. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And as a defense, defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Loss of 3. Brings up 2nd down.
We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
This is a designed run. He's loose. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cougar. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Handoff for People. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. To the air, it's Beck. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Using his legs, it's Martin. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
With the catch, it's Martin. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He
makes the catch, and he's free. And he's brought down after a nice game.
But man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like, trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Back to throw, it's Buckmeyer. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together and made some explosive plays, and now just executing on 3rd down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Quick release by the QB. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. The run inside. It's Martin. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? They'll try to get the first through the air. Intercepted for the 11th time. Takes it the other way. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You want to go get more points right before the half, but you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Running inside, it's Martin. Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Gonna run it. It's Martin. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
The Cougars will use their first time out here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Pulls it in. It's Martin. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. BYU lines up quickly. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Makes it past the marker. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Complete. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Pitt Panthers. And it's the Buckeyes engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Takes the handoff. It's Hansen. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Beck. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Right on the money. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, getting the drag route, getting the first down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable. Line
getting set on second down. They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. There's some room. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run.
Defensively, you'll take the slowdown. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Looking for a gap. It's Hansen. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Quarterback extends the play. Touchdown, Penn State! With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. That's caught. It's Bachmeyer. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that...
Got a little grass. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
As a defense, when you're trying to stop the run, it's really as simple as just doing your job. You have to have gap integrity up front. DBs need to come downhill and fill. The defense wasn't able to get it done.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback keeps it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it on first and goal. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, BYU!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Beck. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, BYU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with the lone back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the right. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Trying to get behind the defense. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Got a man. It's Peoples. Gets away from one, finds room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On the ground, it's Hansen. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. To the air, it's Beck. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Penn State with the response. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. We can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble. I don't know if it will. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Phillips. BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Handoff to the lone back. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. They'll run play action. Fires quickly. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Cougar! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Cougars with the immediate response.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to take off across the 45. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turn. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play?
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their third and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He wants a big play here late, and it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air, it's Beck. He's taking the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On target over the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Wants to throw it again. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.